Today we are going to go over some of these concept arts and potential characters that we should have in Marvel Rivals. This version is only the mutants. We are going to theorize their alternate moves, their alt. This should be fun. Stan Lee, take it away.
This character, Beast, has the ability to jump high into the air and slam down with tremendous force, creating shockwaves that send opponents flying off their feet. After landing, he immediately goes on to a flurry of acrobatic strikes, a combination of rapid claw attacks, powerful punches, and lightning-fast kicks. This quick succession leaves enemies reeling from the onslaught of attacks. Visually, the screen becomes a blue blur as Beast moves with such incredible speed, creating afterimages of his movements. The finishing blow is a devastating double-fist ground slam, causing a massive crater. This character, Deadpool, possesses the unique ability to pull out an array of comically oversized weapons during battle. He attacks enemies with ridiculous items like giant mallets, rockets, and swords, while delivering a stream of witty and sarcastic dialogue. To add flair, Deadpool calls in a massive speech bubble that plummets onto enemies, dealing additional damage. Visually, the action unfolds in a style reminiscent of a comic book, filled with bright colors and explosive effects. The attacks themselves are chaotic and excessive, complete with colorful confetti explosions. The combination of high damage and humor is heightened by a special debuff that reduces enemy stats. This character, Jean Grey, possesses remarkable abilities when channeling the Phoenix Force. She ignites with fiery energy, becoming enveloped by the flaming aura of the Phoenix symbol. She then releases a massive burst of flame and telekinetic power, lifting enemies off their feet and into the air. As they suspend defenselessly, she envelops them in a fiery explosion, immolating them. Visually, the screen becomes a brilliant showcase, with orange and red flames sweeping across it, leaving traces of fiery wings. This attack devastates enemies in a wide radius, dealing significant fire damage and simultaneously reducing their defense. This character, Cyclops, can unleash an extraordinary attack known as the Omega Beam by ripping off his visor. He releases a sustained and potent beam of concussive energy that he sweeps across the battlefield, striking everything in its path. Visually, the screen transforms into a vibrant red when the beam is activated, adding an intense atmosphere to the scene. As the beam carves its way through the environment, buildings and objects are destroyed in its wake. In terms of effect, the attack inflicts significant damage in a straight line, either knocking back or outright incapacitating any enemies caught within. This character, Nightcrawler, has the unique ability to swiftly teleport around the battlefield, executing a series of precise strikes. As he darts across the landscape, clouds of smoke swirl around him, punctuated by glowing yellow eyes. For the finishing move, Nightcrawler vanishes in a puff of smoke before reappearing to deliver a powerful downward slash. Visually, the surroundings are filled with moving shadows and bright colors as Nightcrawler's velocity adds to the dynamic spectacle. From a mechanical standpoint, the attack inflicts substantial single-target damage, and also has a chance to confuse enemies, adding an extra layer of strategy during combat. This character, Gambit, has the unique ability to charge a massive stack of cards with kinetic energy. He then tosses them into the air, producing a spectacular cascading effect with countless cards exploding in pink and purple flashes across the battlefield. Gambit stands at the center of the whirlwind, radiating confidence with his suave demeanor. The cards glow brilliantly just before they explode, adding a vibrant visual spectacle to the attack. In terms of effect, Gambit's Royal Flush Finale inflicts substantial area of effect damage, leaving the targeted enemies not only directly harmed, but also suffering ongoing damage from the powerful kinetic aftershocks. This character, Quicksilver, possesses the unique ability to accelerate, unleashing a flurry of countless punching and kicking attacks on the enemies. The sight is a mesmerizing display of rapid-fire blows. Quicksilver generates a vortex using the sheer force of his velocity, launching opponents airborne. Visually, the battlefield briefly freezes as Quicksilver's speed enables him to appear in multiple locations simultaneously, followed by the vortex formation that whips up a whirlwind, clearing obstacles and foes in its path. In terms of effect, the attack subjects all enemies within reach to continuous damage, while simultaneously having a chance to disorient and disrupt their actions. This character, Rogue, possesses the unique ability to absorb energy from surrounding adversaries, transforming her into a powerhouse of stolen energy. Once filled to her capacity, she emits a strong shockwave to discharge the stolen energy before lunging forward to deliver powerful punches. Visually, Rogue's figure shines with the absorbed energy, and the shockwave manifests as a distinctive green pulse, resonating throughout the battlefield. With each punch she lands, trails of energy emanate from her attacks. The impact of her techniques is twofold. It siphons health and power from enemies, and simultaneously amps up Rogue's own attributes, creating a temporary power boost. This character, Polaris, possesses the extraordinary ability to manipulate magnetic forces. She raises her hands and harnesses the magnetic field, drawing in all metallic objects and adversaries in the vicinity. Polaris then constructs a colossal sphere of metal before hurling it at her enemies. The resulting explosion is catastrophic, releasing a powerful shockwave accompanied by a bright green flash and shrapnel flying everywhere. In terms of effect, her magnetic cataclysm attack inflicts considerable area damage and disables enemy weapons momentarily, leaving the opponents momentarily disarmed and disoriented.
And there we have it. I feel like a lot of these characters have potential to be in the game. Their ultimate moves are special. What do y'all think? Like, comment, and subscribe, because I will be doing more of these types of videos, the more the theorizing. I think that's how you keep the game fresh, you know. All right, y'all be safe.